There's no other time you're gonna hear his Ringo's bass drum sound that loud. What is going on, everybody? John here from Ignondus, back with another video. Today I thought I'd change it up, get rid of the Pokemon content. It's not gone forever, but just wasn't working for me. I really want to start getting into more reaction-based videos, and as you've seen, as of late, I've been making some podcasts as well. So check in every Tuesday and Thursday. I'll have something new. It might be for you, it might not. This is something I know a lot about, and this is something I guess you could say I'm very passionate about, is the Beatles. After watching Get Back, I guess I just figured, let's make a video. I wanna do something where I show my Beatles knowledge to people. You know, I pride myself on how much I know the music. Being a teenager, I got way too into it, and I tried to justify every Beatles song. So I would listen and listen, even the ones I didn't like. But eventually I grew out of that. I have my favorites. I don't try to justify every song. But let's give it a try. I'm going to see if I can find a video here that I can either listen to or react to of... Let's see if we can find something where it's Guess the Beatles song. I guess I'd be pretty good at that. So let's give that a try. And if you're new here, it's not always going to be Beatles content. It's going to be a really mixed bag of stuff. But if you like what you see, I always ask that you hit that like button and you comment, perhaps. Comment your favorite Beatles song. Let's make it a little interactive today. And hit that subscribe. It's always greatly appreciated. But let's get on to the video. So this is like my 5th video. All the other ones I've checked so far are not exactly what I'm looking for. This one seems more promising. This is David Bennett Piano, quite a big channel. Can you guess the Beatles songs in under 1 second? Now, I've watched the first minute or so where he kind of explains the challenge. It's essentially clips of a second or less, I think, progressively, that his friend cropped for him to guess. I haven't skipped ahead. I haven't watched anything yet. He is just about to get started with the first song. So I figured let's just try. Let's challenge David Bennett and his piano to a Beatles challenge. I've never seen this video. Hopefully I don't have to cut this one.
So, right, let's listen to this. I'm really quite scared about this. Here we go. Clip number 1.
Yesterday. That's easy. Come on, that's just the ending of the song. It's the strings.
That was so short. That was only 2 seconds.
Fun fact about yesterday. Fun fact about yesterday. Paul McCartney was going to call it Scrambled Eggs. I think that's the melody he woke up with. He passed the tune around to a bunch of people. No one had really heard it before, but I believe the working title he had for it was Scrambled Eggs. Kind of, yeah, but let's keep going.
The rule is we can only hear it twice. So that was the first playback. And
you can only hear it twice. I guessed it on the first try.
If you've got it already, I'm impressed, by the way.
He's impressed.
Okay, I'm going to use my next
say?
One.
My Beatles knowledge is ridiculous.
I'm really scared about this.
I'm so confident in myself. Come on, man. It's yesterday.
I feel like we've got acoustic guitar. I feel like we've got strings, and I feel like we've got Paul McCartney's voice. So with that in mind, I'm going to...
He's just building this for the algorithm. He's doing this for the algorithm. He wants that view count. Look at that. Yeah, of course he does.
Oh my god.
He's trying to squeeze those views out.
I got one right. Let's move on to the next one. So... Okay,
oh, I'm the walrus. Easy.
I already know what this is.
Easy.
I'll play it one more time for you, just in case you missed that.
It's like the end of both those clips were the end of the songs.
The walrus.
The walrus was Paul, by the way.
Number 3.
Oh, Fixing a Hole.
If it's wrong or right.
Yeah, he's singing it. He's singing Fixing a Hole.
I can hear the song in my head, but
Sgt. Pepper's.
I'm gonna listen to it one more time. I think I know.
4th track.
Okay, I think it's getting better. I think.
No! I see. I want to say something on that. Fixing a Hole and Getting Better are number 3, and Getting Better is number 3, and Fixing Hole is number 4 on that album. And I always felt those songs just went together so well. They worked hand in hand. Let me know in the comments if you thought that too.
So I got that one wrong, and what actually happened there is I did recognize the song, and I knew it was on Sgt. Pepper, but it wasn't Getting Better. It was Fixing a Hole. Okay, well, let's listen to the next one.
A Taste of
Okay.
Honey off Please Please Me.
I don't know what it
Yes,
is.
I
It's
will
definitely Paul McCartney,
return. I'll come
and
back
it's got like a
for
swing
the
feel to it. I feel
honey
like it's quite an early
and
Beatles song, and
you.
that's where my weakness is because I'm not as confident with the early Beatles songs as I am with the later ones.
Please Please Me, that album. I believe they recorded it in one day.
I think this is an example where I don't know what the Beatles song is. Something from Beatles for Sale, because that's an album.
Beatles for Sale. You
It
got
just sounds like that era. But
3 albums later.
I should know what this is. God, this isn't going as well as I thought it would. Okay. I know
Dear
what the song is.
Prudence
I know what
off
the song is.
the White Album.
Oh, this is stressful. I'll play it one more time for you guys.
I like throwing my own little tidbits in here. Dear Prudence, actually, if you listen to Back in the USSR, it trails, that has kind of this reeling sound that trails into Dear Prudence. The first track off the White Album being Back in the USSR, the second being Dear Prudence. I believe John Lennon learned this picking style from Donovan. I might be wrong on that, but he learned it when they were in India with the Maharishi, and then there was a girl named Prudence who never came out. Apparently, that's what the song's based off. The picking pattern, I believe, is based, and if I'm going right off the top of my head, I haven't watched some of these, read books or watched documentaries in a while. If I'm wrong, correct me on that one. So those are 2-second clips. I guess the next ones are going to be a second and I believe half a second.
And it's only going to get harder now. So let's listen to some 1-second clips of Beatles songs and see how we got on with that.
Here, There, and Everywhere off
that
Revolver.
Was really, really short.
You can just tell. See, I want you guys to know I haven't jumped ahead, but when you've listened to Beatles songs as many times as I have, you can kind of just jump into a song and put yourself in there. And just that tone of Paul, even the production quality on some of the albums, you can hear there's different. Some of the albums sound very different, but that tone of Paul and just that end of the melody on Here, There, and Everywhere is very distinct. I can't be the only one. There's got to be other people like me who are just snapped like that. Let me know. Let me know.
I think it's going to be something from Revolver.
He's on the right track.
Ah, okay. I think I know what it is. I think it's Here, There, and Everywhere. Oh, thank God.
Something.
Okay,
Easy.
That's quite nice.
Abbey Road.
See, that was helpful with that iconic drum fill at the beginning of something. That just really did help identify it. If you're still 7 out of 7, then I'm very impressed. Let's move on.
All
Okay.
Together Now off Yellow Submarine. Very off the floor. Very off the floor. Again, you can just hear it in the production, maybe because I'm wearing headphones as well, but and the melody. Although I'm not as well versed in Yellow Submarine, there's not a ton of Beatles catalog on there. There's a few, but All Together Now at the end of the Yellow Submarine movie, it's pretty hard to mistake that one.
Let's move on to the next one.
Don't. Is that Don't Pass Me By? Oh, if only I could hear part of the guitar, because that would be very distinct. Don't. I might need one more time on this one. Is he gonna play it twice?
Literally just had like one drum hit and a distant guitar thing. Oh, really have to concentrate for this next listen.
Oh, see that that little Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, that's got to be it, because just right before that drum fill comes in on the pre-chorus, how's it go? Yeah, that and she's gone. Boom, boom. I think I want to say Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
I'm just gonna say Because, which was on the same album.
Because doesn't even because. Oh, I got it. Okay, but does Because even have drums? I don't even think Because has drums. Yeah, okay. It's almost embarrassing how well I know this music.
It wasn't the same album. It was Sgt. Pepper, and it was Lucy in the Sky. Okay, that was difficult. let's see what the next one's like.
I don't want to spoil the party off
Okay, I
Beatles
recognise
for
it.
Sale.
I'm trying to place what the song is.
You can hear that George riff on the Gretsch,
Okay,
and
let's listen
John's
again.
acoustic is very prominent in this song.
I'm gonna say "Run for Your Life," but I'm not sure about that
Close,
one at all.
right idea with the acoustic.
So that's the end of round 2, and I've kind of lost track of my score now, but I think I'm standing at 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10. There'll be something on the screen confirming if I've got that wrong or not.
6 out of
But
10.
the scary thing is that we're about to go into the final round, which is 0.5 second of.
This
of
should
a
be
Beatles
interesting.
song. Here we go. 0.5 seconds. Oh,
I need that. I need to hear
we
that
got,
one more time.
Like one acoustic guitar note. I would have said it's Dear Prudence, but we've already had that.
We've already had it. That's exactly what I would have thought too. Initially, I wanted to say I'll follow the sun, but that doesn't have a bass in it, and that sounded like it had some bass coming through.
I was going to say
that's not Blackbird. He was about to say it's a Blackbird, but it's not but it's got to be. Shit, I'm pretty stumped on this. I'd have to say if it is White Album in terms of the filler is probably my worst. So Piggies and stuff like that, all the middle stuff, but it's not Piggies because Piggies has a very. I want to say, oh, this is so this is so tough. I'm gonna say it's White Album. But the bass, it's not I'm So Tired. I'm So Tired has a very specific, and they're all playing acoustic on that album. I know he's on a time limit, but I'm giving myself the liberty. I'm like getting the gears turning here. If I had to guess, and I'm just going to throw it out there, I'm just going to say Julia off the White Album. That's the closest thing I can think of, just trying to narrow it down in my head and thinking of songs I don't know well enough but kind of know.
Norwegian Wood. Let's try Norwegian Wood.
Oh, I didn't even think no. Oh, no. Wow. I actually, when he said Norwegian Wood, I thought I was screwed. But even then, the bass isn't that prominent.
So far, let's see how we get on the next one.
Oh, that's easy. That one's easy. Tell Me Why off A Hard Day's Night. That's the intro drum fill.
Birthday.
No.
Or Dizzy Miss Lizzie.
Oh, what? So Birthday I get. There's a bit of a but Dizzy Miss Lizzie's, there's no drum fills. It's just the end of Help. Not my favorite John Lennon song. I think a lot of people can agree that Help doesn't need Dizzy Miss Lizzie, but I think they were under contract to have 14 songs on that album. But I'm telling you right now, it's Tell Me Why.
Tell me why. Okay, I was completely wrong. It was like one drum hit. How am I meant to get that? Come on. Okay.
Oh, I Me
like
Mine.
I know this one.
I Me Mine.
Let's listen again.
Or Let It Be. The
Okay,
Let
so
It Be
one
album
screeching
version.
Guitar, sort of electric guitar note.
Let
I
It Be
think
solo.
It's a guitar solo.
I don't want to say I Me Mine because I Me Mine's more of a waltzy. It wouldn't have had that down out where Let It Be is a more just for one. I'm not a theory guy, but it's more driving, and the I Me Mine would have been more of a bouncing kind of sound. I'm gonna say it's the solo from Let It Be. I think you could also hear the organ popping up a little bit
From I Want You, She's So Heavy. Let's find out.
Oh, when he said I Want You, She's So Heavy, I thought, because all the guitar album to album, the guitars usually sound very much the same, and I much prefer the single version of Let It Be. George's solo is much more clear and coherent and has a better resolve.
The one excuse I'm going to use for that is that there's actually two versions of the Let It Be guitar solo on two different versions of Let It Be. I think it was the single version and the album version had different solos.
You.
Oh,
The end,
God.
the drum solo, Ringo's
Literally
solo.
just 2 kick drums.
There's no other time you're gonna hear Ringo's bass drum sound that loud. You go through any Beatles song, the production never has him pumped up through that. There's only and that quick. It's the end drum solo, without a doubt.
Ringo's guitar solo. Ringo's drum solo. I think
I'd like to see a
it
Ringo
was on the
guitar
track
solo.
Okay, this is the last one. Last opportunity to get one of these right. So,
Dun, dun, dun,
oh God.
dun,
Okay,
dun.
so there was like an acoustic guitar, what sounds like a synthesizer, and that does narrow it down quite a lot because there's not that many Beatles tracks with synthesizers on them.
Probably have to be a later one.
Let's listen again.
Let's see. I think I know. Because on the higher end, there's a bit of a higher note trailing and just the pace of the song. He said synth. That did tip me off a bit. I'm gonna say this isn't. If I do get this right, I can't take all the credit. It's not a pure win for me on this one, but I'm gonna say it's gonna be later. It's gonna probably be Abbey Road with what's it called? It's all right. Here Comes the Sun. The dun kind of because the beat's quick enough to match it, and there's that high kind of, I always say reeling sound, but that there's a very specific kind of, I don't know if it's an organ or synth kind of riff over that song, and it's probably, I want to say Here Comes the Sun. Let's see what happens.
Oh my God.
Yes, we got him. We got them all.
So
I can't
there we
believe
go.
that. We've gone through all the songs. I'm actually surprised. There were some really difficult ones. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Julia one, I had no clue. I took a guess. I kind of had to narrow it down. That album, there's a lot of songs that I thought it could have been, but it's just, White Album's such a big album. I'm genuinely surprised I got that one. Everything else, I felt there were some very obvious ones. Let me know if you thought there were some obvious ones too. The last one, Here Comes the Sun, was difficult. If he didn't say synth, I don't know if I would have gotten it. So that is a little bit of cheating there. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, especially all the Beatles fans out there. I can't say I'm always going to make Beatles content, but if you did like this video and you'd like to see more, let me know in the comments and we can definitely throw it into a podcast episode or more react videos like this. So once again, if you could please hit that like button, even that subscribe, it's always greatly appreciated, and we will see you in the next video.